NFL 25.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go at Mile High. Devin Duvernay to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterbacking. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, and a big old win last week.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. All right, set now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So it's 2nd down coming up. Lawrence working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. This is ahead for about 5. Sent down by Cody Barton. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. That's caught for the 1st. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun, Lawrence. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. On the move, headed right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. From the red zone now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. This one's caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Now, hang on. Looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. Kamara has the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars finish up an excellent opening series. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
And he wonders, he's about to take his first snap today. Yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll get it up to the 44. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And he's going to get him up to the midfield stripe with that run. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And he could have a free play here. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
That's another Denver Broncos.
Nix from the gun. Has it at the 7. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Williams. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. They bring Thomas in motion. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Sent down by Cody Barton. They managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Caught for big yards on the right side. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars break the tie here in the first. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Little tax on the extra point. And the Jaguars take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. On now is Cook to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set, 1st and 10. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Here's Williams to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Williams. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Darnell Savage brings that to an end. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Here's Jake Camarda to send it skyward on 4th down. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Jaguars football. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And that's good for a gain of 5. John Franklin Myers coming in to clean things up. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 27. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st down, ball at the 36. Lawrence to throw it. Taken in by Shaheed. Gets it to the 15. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars grow their early lead to 13. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. On now is Cook to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Nix with it on 1st. Finds Mims. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 20. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll try to attack this deficit, starting with 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down. Jake Camarda on the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Look at Jimmy Ward getting up there to make that stop. Second down now, 7 to go. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. This finds Smith. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Jaguar first down. Lawrence in the pistol. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, well, you checked down to the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, you're looking at a huge gain.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's running for it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Working inside the red zone. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Pressure coming for Nix. And he makes the catch on the sideline. Oh, but they call it out of bounds. This close to 6. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he's not going to escape this. The Jacks drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that'll get him back to 11.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
This return makes it up to the 25. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. From the gun, it's a give to Bigsby. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Lawrence working from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 16 at the 33-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
16 yards on the play.
Play action with Nix. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. We'll pause now for an injury. That's Alvin Kamara, who's shaken up as the trainers head out to look at him. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Broncos corral it! Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Need better results here on 2nd and goal from the 10. Now Nix. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Here's Nix. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Jaguars, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Bigsby. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Jaguars with a lot of work to do to get into scoring range. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Able to find Strange here. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Sent down by Cody Barton. Third down, Lawrence to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Throwing on first down, Nix. It's taken in by Williams. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Broncos. First down.
From the red zone now. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Options are open here. It's second and inches.
It's second and inches.
Nix from the gun.
10-yard line.
Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Denver. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos push their lead to 3. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. First and 10, it's Lawrence. That's Thomas, he's got it. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. From the 35 on second down. Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. First and 10 from the 41. They kick the running back in motion. First down throw, Lawrence. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Sticking to the air with Lawrence. Brought in right side. And he's out of bounds up at midfield. Here we go, third and less than a yard. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. One last play before the break.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Darnell Savage with the pick. And with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. He stopped on the return at the 27. first possession of the half. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Darnell Savage brings that to an end. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. The former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker, on the stop. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Another carry for him. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Darnell Savage brings that to an end. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Looking to his fullback now. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. The 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. They'll try and punch it in. Is in. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. Going after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Jaguars headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now it's Lawrence. He's on the move. Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Got a man. It's Thomas. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he has enough room to gain about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They run it again with Bigsby. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Sent down by Cody Barton. 3rd and just 2 to go. Again, it's Bigsby. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. Now it's Bigsby. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Going with Bigsby here. He still has room inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 27. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Into the hands of Bigsby, complete. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Third down, 1 yard to go. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Running right is Bigsby. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. 2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars cut it to a field goal game. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Broncos back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Nicks off the play action. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Jaguars get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Jaguars football. They trail, but it's still within reach. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll run this with Bigsby. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Give him 3 on that game. And that's a Jaguar 1st down. Lawrence in the pistol. Taking a big shot for the end zone. He's got it deep downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 4th quarter lead. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars take a 4-point lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Thrown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down and 13.
Nick's now to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, Lawrence dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They've got 1st down from the 31. He's got Shaheed. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable. And it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Taken in by Shaheed. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 11. He gets this one to Strange. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Lawrence to throw. That pass caught by Strange. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. Nick's with it on 1st. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Hand off to the back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now it comes a critical 3rd down.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Their punter making his way out now. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Well, there's never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Jaguars up by 4. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Handoff here for Bigsby. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he drives that plug backward on a gain of 4. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And he's brought down after a short gain. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw it. Gets this one to Shaheed. And this one doesn't go far. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Fourth and 3, drive on the line. Back to throw it. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on down.
Coach's challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd and 3 now. Complete. It's Cooper. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain. Setting up to pass. Hits him on the out route. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line. Throwing now. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Desperation time here on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. So the Jaguars, the visitors in this one, but they take home the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Jaguars, as we'll see you next time from Denver.
Talking about, let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less, say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less, say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance, so it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Say, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said.